The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships from Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Ford, Kia, and Nissan, with locations in Webster, Henrietta, Greece, Penfield, Fairport, and Canandaigua. Online at visionauto.com. Hello everyone, and thanks again for joining us at the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Every week at this time we take a comprehensive look at sports in Section 5 in Monroe County, and we begin with our honor roll of high school teams. At number 3 we have the Victor hockey team, which opened up with a 4-2 win over Gates Chili. Patrick Manning scored twice. At number 2, Pittsford hockey scored a 5-2 win over the Greece Thunder. Quinn Doyle with 2 goals and an assist. And in the number 1 slot in this first week of the winter sports season, we have North Star girls basketball, which keeps winning 2-0 to start the season. Madison Motze scored 17 to help beat Wheatland Chili. Which brings us to Pittsford for overlapping seasons. In Pittsford, the fall swim season for the girls overlaps the winter swim season for the boys. It always does. Marty Keating is the girls' varsity swim coach. He's also the boys' JV coach. Those duties can wait. They always do.
Well, this is my best team ever, and I think it's showing that by the virtue of the fact that we have 14 people, we have at least one person in every event.
The best of those fabulous 14 is Lindsay Stone. She led Section 5 to the state title for the 3rd straight year. Lindsay came away with 2 individual state championships in personal best times in the 200 and 500 freestyles. She just missed state marks in both. There is still time for that. Stone is just sophomore. Very experienced sophomore. Is it easier or harder to keep up the pace year after year after year? Does it get easier or has it become more difficult?
You know, it's an interesting question. I think I found it easier. Once I got the ball kind of rolling and I've seen what I need to do, it's a lot easier now that I know what hard work is, and I just kind of have to keep getting faster and push myself in practice, and I really know what to do, so it's nice.
A tradition of hard work in the Pittsford pool begins here. The Wall of Inspiration. The Panthers don't have a mantra per se, they have many. The bulletin board postings began some 40 years ago when Keating hung the single word, persist. It has grown appreciably over the years.
My favorite quote is, "The woman on top of the mountain didn't fall there." It's my senior quote, and Coach is always telling us how, as women, we should be stronger and not be the subordinate majority. And it just inspires us to be better.
My favorite quote is, "Today's preparation determines tomorrow's achievements," because swimming's all about training and preparing for your race and risking things in practice so that you can do your best when it really counts.
What's your favorite saying on the Wall of Inspiration, and what's it mean to you?
Earned, not given, because you have to work to succeed. You can't just let it fall in your lap and expect it to.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, it does. You gotta work hard, and then the results will pay off eventually.
I think my favorite one is, "Yesterday was the easy day."
What does that mean?
That means if you come here looking for an easy day, that was yesterday. You missed it. Tomorrow, maybe, but definitely today is not the easy day.
There are no easy days. Swimming excellence in Pittsford is one of the section's great traditions. The girls won their 13th straight championship this year, and there's no end in sight. The streak is 13 years now. I mean, we're going to come back in 20 years, and it's still going to be alive?
I don't think I'm going to be alive in 20 years.
Yeah, but the streak might be.
Yeah, hopefully it will be. Hopefully it will be.
13 is Pittsford's lucky number. The boys swim team goes for its 13th straight sectional this winter. Coming up, the best of the best, so far at least, our Athletic Achievement Awards, when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues. Welcome back to the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Time now for our honor roll of high school athletes. And at number 3, we have a throwback from the fall. We honor Jake Zembak, Aquinas football, the area's highest profile recruit in years. The Little Irish quarterback accepted a scholarship offer to attend Penn State after his graduation next year. He could be the guy at State College, PA by the 2017 football season. At number 2, Casey Salamo bowls for Webster Thomas, the girls team, and she rolled the season's first 300 game. And at number 1, we saw her perform at the county championships. Churchville-Chili sophomore Anna Costarellis qualified for the Nike National Cross Country Meet by finishing 6th at the regionals in Poughkeepsie. Anna was the only local qualifier this year. It is time now for the Fall Season Athletic Achievement Awards, honoring the athletic programs and the schools they represent. At the end of each sports season, we honor our Athletic Achievement Award winners. We rank the schools on a point system based on their success in the Section 5 postseason. Here is the system we use. A sectional champion gets 10 points. A sectional runner-up gets 4. A combined program like the Pittsford swim team, which represents both Mendon and Sutherland, awards 5 points to each school. A finalist like the Greece Athena Odyssey hockey team earns 2 for each. A state championship gets your team an extra 4 points. If you play in a state final, you get 2. Minor sports, in this case field hockey, tennis, golf, and gymnastics, are awarded half those total points. All the other sports are treated equally. Here's how things worked out. Fall is a girls-heavy sports season. Here are the top 4 girls programs for the fall. HFL was number 4 on the girls' side, pulling down sectional titles in volleyball and soccer while placing in cross country. That was a total of 24 points. Webster Thomas comes in at number 3. The Titans nailed down sectional crowns in soccer, cross country, and field hockey while placing in swimming for a total of 27. And number 2 is Pittsford Sutherland. The Knights claimed a state title in volleyball and shared sectional titles in swimming, field hockey, and golf while placing in soccer and tennis. That was a total of 27.5 points, while at the top is Pittsford Mendon. The Vikings won sectional soccer, cross country, tennis, and shared in swimming and golf titles. They placed in field hockey for a total of 34.5 points. On the boys' side now, at number 4, Greece Athena. The Trojans won the state soccer championship and placed in football for a total of 18 points. At number 3, Pittsford Mendon, adding to their girls' championship haul with a state boys cross-country championship while placing in soccer and football for a total of 20. At number 2, McQuaid. The Knights won a sectional cross-country title and were second in the states in boys volleyball, a total of 22 points. And at number 1 on the boys' side was Victor. The Blue Devils won a state volleyball title and a sectional football crown for a total of 24 points. Putting it together, the top 4 for the season, at number 4 is Victor with 29 points. The Blue Devils won a state crown in boys volleyball and 3 sectionals, boys volleyball, football, and tennis. At 3, Sutherland with a state crown in girls volleyball, 3 sectional titles in girls volleyball, girls swimming, and golf, while placing in a total of 6 sports, earned 29.5 points. Webster Thomas is second, 3 sectional titles in girls soccer, girls cross country, and field hockey, while placing in 5 sports, totaling 31 points. And at number 1, per usual, Pittsford Mendon with a state title in boys cross country, 6 sectional crowns in boys cross country, girls soccer, girls cross country, tennis, swimming, and golf, while placing in 9 sports for a total of 54.5 points. As far as our teams of the season go, there were some great ones. That Mendon boys cross-country team claimed its 2nd straight state title and did it without a single dominant runner. Coach Dave Hennessy won his 100th dual meet at Penfield. That was pretty impressive. The Victor boys volleyball team won a state title. The Blue Devils' only loss was to McQuaid, which wound up the state runner-up in the larger class. Despite losing the State Player of the Year in 2013 to graduation, the Pittsford Sutherland girls volleyball team was still a state champ. The World of Inquiry boys soccer team became the first city school to win a soccer sectional. the Griffins took their run of success all the way to the state finals. But our team of the season nod goes to the Greece Athena boys soccer team. Overcoming a late summer coaching change, the Trojans won not only their first ever sectional crown for head coach Mike Butler, but took it all the way to the state championship. Coming up, Making the Grade with Kim Burnson from the break room, and later on it is hockey in our all-sports high school game of the week when the Vision Automotive Group's high school sports beat continues.
And we're back. Thanks for watching the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. Now it's time for our Making the Grade segment, honoring high school athletes for their contributions both on and off the playing field. Our year's first honoree is Katherine Woo, a senior at Churchville-Chili High School. Katherine has played 3 years of soccer and lacrosse and found time as a sophomore to bowl a little bit. She's a 6-time scholar athlete and #1 academically in her senior class of 290 students. Woo has received academic honors for her work in chemistry, algebra, trigonometry, and calculus. She's in the National Honor Society and a senior Girl Scout, a silver and bronze award winner there. She also puts in time volunteering at Strong Memorial Hospital. Katherine will be pre-med next year, she hopes, at the U of R, where she's applied for early admission. She volunteers at the American Legion packaging gifts for service persons overseas. Representing the Saints, Churchville's Katherine Woo is making the grade. If you have a nomination for our Making the Grade segment, a team or an individual making contributions in their community, you can contact us at info@classywolf.com. Now over to Bill with our Section 5 calendar.
The winter sports season enters its first full week with a little bit of everything. On Tuesday, we'll learn what the Gates Chili girls basketball team has left. The defending Section 5 champs host Victor at 7:45. On Wednesday, Hilton takes to the mats in a dual wrestling match with Brockport. The cadets host it at 6:30. This may be the game of the week. It's another girls basketball game, a rematch of the Class A championship with Mercy playing at Pittsford Sutherland. It's a 7:30 tip-off. Friday brings boys basketball. Defending champion Greece Athena hosts Webster Thomas at 6:45. Friday, hockey finds Victor taking on Pittsford at Thomas Creek Arena at 5:30. Saturday wrestling tournaments take place at Penfield with Greece and Brighton in attendance, and also at Fairport, which hosts Victor and Wayne, beginning at 9 a.m. Coming up, the Charron Classic and our all-sport high school game of the week. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. 8 hockey teams took the ice at RIT's Ritter Arena and played in honor of a local hockey icon in our all-sports high school game of the week. Craig Charron was among the most popular and productive Rochester American hockey players of the 1990s. He was a scoring leader with the 1996 Calder Cup championship team, and after making Rochester his home, coached at Spencerport High School. Cancer took Craig at the age of 42 4 years ago. His memory is served by the high school season's opening tournament that bears his name. The Charron Classic featured season opening games for 8 teams, including Spencerport, which is trying to build on a 13-7 season.
That's the plan. You know, we have a pretty good core coming back. We feel like we have guys that can put the puck in the net, and you know, we're working hard as a team to keep the puck out of the net, and you know, we think we can build on what we had last year.
The Rangers opened against Webster Thomas, a perennial championship contender, welcoming coach David Evans back to the bench after a somewhat unique one-year sabbatical.
Got an opportunity to work with Fellowship of Christian Athletes Hockey, and we toured around my wife and our 4 kids, and we went to 10 different states, traveled each month we were in a state. We did clinics from youth hockey all the way up to adult hockey. We did chapels with pro teams, college teams, and junior teams, and just had a fabulous time and just met a lot of people and were able to get them plugged into the FCA hockey ministry.
The Charron boys were in attendance. Nick, Spencerport's most dangerous offensive threat, was injured. Jackson graduated last year and is attending RIT majoring in video game design. Having neither available hurt the Rangers, who fell behind in this one rather quickly. 40 seconds in, the defense handed the puck to Webster's Benjamin Monroe, who scored to make it 1-0 Titans.
I read it right, apparently. The kid went to make a backhand pass, and my stick was there, so I just got it and shot it.
And you made a nice shot, you made it count.
Yeah, I did. Goalie was playing a little right, shot it a little left, right through the 5-hole.
Spencerport made an almost immediate bid to tie it. Kevin Coletta to Max Moran in front. Tyler Argy with the point-blank save. It was 1-0 after one. The Rangers with an early second period opportunity. Matt Simoncelli got a backhander off in tight quarters. Spencerport found itself outshot 14-3 at that point, but still trailed by just one goal. 5 minutes into the second, Thomas got it second. Tristan Peterson got his game in gear to make it a 2-0 lead for the Titans. It turned out to be a pretty eventful season opener for Peterson, whose blind slap shot from the circle found the back of the net for a 3-0 Webster Thomas lead.
I kind of got lucky on that from Ben. I was hoping I was going to hit the net, and I did somehow.
Really, there's really not much time when a play like that comes out. You just do it, right?
Yeah. I had a couple goals like that today where it just happened, and I got lucky, caught a couple breaks.
Thomas took a late second period penalty to put Spencerport on a power play in the period's final minute. With just 28 seconds left to intermission, Moran got the Rangers back in it with a goal. Spencerport trailed 3-1 after 2 periods.
It doesn't look pretty, but we're one shot away in the first 5 minutes of this period to making this a great hockey game and putting these guys back on their heels. All right? Keep battling. Trust each other. Do not get frustrated. Okay? Stay out of the box. Keep your hands down. Play for each other, boys. We're right there. One shot. One shot, then we'll worry about the next one. Let's go, fellas. Come on.
The next goal would be critical to the game's outcome, and Webster Thomas got it. Monroe and Peterson hooked up again. Peterson got the goal, his third of the game. First game of the season, a hat trick's a nice way to go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to get the season going and happy with what happened today.
Spencerport goalie Daniel Nichols did what he could to keep the Rangers close, making 29 saves, but Thomas carried the play throughout and pulled away. Monroe picked up his second goal of the game to make it 5-1. Between them, Monroe and Peterson combined for 5 goals and 4 assists. Ian LaCroix fed Matt Fiore on a 2-man break. Fiore followed in his own shot to make it 6-1.
We had pressure on the whole shift, so opportunities are going to come from that. And my line mate Ian LaCroix made a great pass, and I just put it home.
Second time though, right? You got to stay after.
Yeah, you got to keep going, get those second chances if there's a rebound.
The Rangers will be better when Charron returns to action in a week, but this turned out to be a statement game for the Titans. Just 7-11 last year, they win by a 7-1 score in this new season opener. Coach Evans is a big winner in his return to the bench, but it might not be as much his doing as you'd think. Tradition still matters here.
I don't think it necessarily gave the team a lift. Coach Evans is a great coach, but Thomas Titans Dynasty has always had great hard work, so I think we just got to keep going.
We'd like to thank our partners from the Vision Automotive Group. They make the Sports Beat possible.
As do you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.